Come on, guys, make an effort if you're working in retail. So, listen, when you work for a retail store, especially at a mall, you have no idea how expensive it is in terms of overhead to rent inside a mall. The price per square foot is just through the roof. And so, if you are a retail employee that is working in a store in a retail mall, you have to understand the imperative nature of maximizing every single sale you can during the Christmas season. Now, if you want to impress your boss, ask them what percentage of the yearly sales take place in the month of December, and you're going to be shocked. And given that January and February we hit a bit of a retail slump, really you need to get as much as you can made in December while you can. And you would be shocked at the percentage of sales that actually happen just in December. For example, I worked once at a retail store where 27% of their yearly sales happened in December around the holiday season. That's a quarter. That's a quarter of your sales. There's 12 months in a year, and a quarter you sell in 1 month alone. That's huge. Now, that may not be the same for every retail location, but ask your boss, and they will tell you how important December is in terms of retail and giving you stability for January, February. And why am I making this video? Because it's Christmas shopping season, and I was wandering a mall and going into different stores, and I could see the difference in activity at the cash register based on the behavior of the employees. Now, remember, I consult for retail chains, right? So that's my jam. So I can't help but go into a store, and the first thing I look at is to see how many people are on the floor, what are they doing, who's behind the cash, and I give them like my own little internal analysis. I just can't help it at this point. And there were a few stores where the service was absolutely outstanding, and that was reflected in the busyness of the store, especially the busyness of the till. You know, you walk in and you don't just get a hi, right? Or do you need anything? And when I say no, they just walk away and forget, right? And then they just ignore me for the rest of the time. The ones that were busy gave me the hi and the do you need anything, and then when I say no I don't, they still remind me these are the specials, this is the clearance, this is what we have going on, these are our promotions, whatever they can. If they see me looking at something and they see that I can't see the size, is there a size you're looking for? I can help you with that. Whatever you can do to maximize every opportunity you have to make the sale. And I'll give you a retail tip. If somebody's touching an item, they're considering buying it. So don't just wait for them to touch it, hold it, and put it back on the shelf. While they're still touching it, remind them why they want to buy that. These are little tricks that make a big difference, because your job could literally depend on it. Because if you have a bad December, guess what happens January, February? That people lose their jobs. Happens every year. So, and when they're choosing who to lay off, who do you think they're going to pick? Right? The people they're going to keep are the ones that get them the most sales every shift. So I walked into one store that was really well stocked with good product, but because of the type of product, it was like miscellaneous. They didn't have like a theme of the store. This was like a miscellaneous kind of clearance type environment. So you have a little bit of everything, which means it's harder for people to find things, right? And I walked in, and because you could tell it's a very small, operation, they only had one person in the store. He was not sitting at the till, and he was not on the floor. What he was doing was sitting in the corner behind the cash register or behind a counter, so you couldn't even see him. And he wasn't even looking at what's going on in the store. He's looking at his phone. And it's like, buddy, someone could have stolen 50 things in the last 20 minutes and you never would have noticed. So that's, first of all, you're getting huge loss. Secondly, I've seen 15 people in 10 minutes come inside and outside that store without a bag in their hand, which means they're coming in, they're doing a cursory glance, they don't off the top see what they're looking for. So before they could find it, they've turned around and walked out. So even if 5 of those people spent $50, that would have looked really nice on your receipt at the end of the day. So all that, when I see that, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. So when you're in retail, make an effort. Honestly, be on that floor. Be friendly. Engage with people. I did not do Christmas shopping this year. Yesterday, I had to go to the mall just because there's something I needed to do, run some errands. I'm walking around the mall and doing my little analysis. I did not intend to spend a penny in that mall, but there was a salesperson, a Shoppers Drug Mart, and she got me. Hook, line, and sinker. And you know how she got me? She taught me stuff. I didn't know that she went to perfume school. I didn't even know there was such a thing as perfume school. I didn't know that your body's chemistry changes every 5 years, so a perfume smell won't smell the same on you 6 years from now as it did 5 years ago. There were a lot of things I didn't know that this salesperson taught me yesterday. She gave me lots of energy and lots of attention, and did that to me while she was doing the same for other people. That girl was running around like the Tasmanian devil, but guess what? The till at that place was busy, 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 busy. And I wasn't going to spend anything, but I spent money in that store and way more money than I wanted to. She nailed me, hook, line, and sinker. And if you're in retail, you should be doing the same. Have a great day.